The job paid well, but it meant he returned home less often. His mother grew older and weaker, and she passed away while he was working on a project in Texas. He made it back just in time to see her one last time, but not to hear the final words she had wanted to say. Deep inside, that moment left a wound that never healed. In the years that followed, Thomas married Helen, a gentle elementary school teacher. They had 2 children together, James and Emily. He loved his family, but he was never good at showing it. For decades, Thomas spent most of his time in his woodworking shop, believing that providing food, shelter, and a steady income was enough to keep his family happy. He didn't realize that the emotional distance between them was slowly growing. When Helen passed away after a battle with cancer, the emptiness in the house deepened. James and Emily were grown and living their own lives in different cities. They loved their father, but phone calls became less frequent, and visits happened only on holidays. Thomas gradually became used to living alone, speaking only to a few neighbors or the regulars at the small cafe down the street, while stacking wooden planks in his workshop. Thomas felt a sudden, sharp pain in his chest. The pain grew intense, and he collapsed. His neighbors rushed him to the hospital, where he was admitted to room 302. From his bed, he could see a narrow window framing the sight of maple trees shedding their golden leaves. Days passed heavily. His children came by occasionally, but always in a hurry. Most of the time, Thomas sat in silence, listening to the rain or the sound of footsteps echoing down the hallway. Then came that morning. Thomas was lost in thought when the door quietly opened. A woman in her early 60s, her silver hair neatly tied back, stepped inside. She wore a beige overcoat and carried a small bag. Her eyes were warm but carried an unreadable depth.